Hi, James. How you doing? Okay, I've got your work up here, and I want to mention a couple of things. It looks like you have three totally different topics, and that's great. That's really good because that's the whole idea here is to study three completely different topics so that you have a chance to research, um, the way that three different genre designers are approaching these three layouts or these three topics, as it were. So the first thing I want to say is that I think that your sketches are really super underdeveloped. And I say that for a couple of reasons. Number one is that, well, first of all, you're showing really good intent in your headlines, and that's apparent in all three sketches. You've really gone and shown that, like, okay, for example, that looks like it's going to be a scripted typeface. Which is what you might end up using in the end. It might not be, but what you're showing here is intent. We're seeing serifs in your sketches. We're seeing this scripted typeface, okay? And then over here, we're seeing this kind of um, this kind of decorative typeface here that is going to be used for the title of the spread or the article. But we don't really see much in terms of the subhead. Um, the whole idea here is to give a really good representation of what you're using, this decorative typeface here. We're seeing it because we're seeing the way that you've drawn these T's. So there's no serifs, but it's not a sans serif, so we're seeing this kind of angular, and that's good. Okay, over here we're kind of seeing the same thing. You're really giving intent through the headlines in their presentation. But you shouldn't stop there because you've just gone here with your type and you've said, okay, this is where the type is going to be. So you haven't really given any thought whatsoever as to what this type is going to say. Okay, so I'm your art director. You bring this to me and I say, wow, the headline looks great, but what are you going to do with the type over here? It's just showing two columns. So it's good that you're showing a two-column type, but what is it going to be? Is it going to be rag right, a line left? Is it going to be justified? Is it going to be centered? Do you know what I'm saying? Where's the headline? Is there going to be a drop cap? How are you going to indicate new paragraph? Same thing here. Here you're showing two columns on each page, so it's not just randomly. I mean, you're placing it. Here's a good two-column grid on each page that's showing where the two columns of type are going to lie on each page. But again, no indication of paragraphs. Are paragraphs going to be separated by spaces or indents? Is there going to be any drop caps? Where is the subhead? Where is the byline? Where you put the author's name, and so on and so forth. And the same thing here. Okay, so in this, and again, here you have your two columns, but you don't have anything other than no drop caps, nothing, no by so and so, no page numbers or anything being indicated other than a good job in the headline. So that's where I'm at, and I think that's where you should consider moving forward. Okay, if you have any questions at all, please just give me a holler. Thanks.